Brazilian, but as you saw, planted the header wide.
And he's trying to head it into the right spot. There's no way he could head it into that near post. He had to go back across the goalkeeper. But when you're defending against Barcelona, you only need to make one poor decision, which Moses did on that far side when he went to Jordi Alba. He was played around far too easily. Suddenly it gives the next player a little bit of time on the ball to pick their pass out.
It's a better chance aerially for Paulinho than it was for Rudiger, who had his header from that earlier corner. Messi into Busquets, back to Messi again, squeezes the pass to Suarez. Iniesta joining in, stabbed across by Jordi Alba. It's not a great header away, and Suarez lining up a volley of which he's most capable. Piqué. Signs of Barcelona warming to their task here.
Everybody but Hazard back behind the ball. He's behind the ball now.
Titi. Rakitic, exactly where Messi was. There wasn't quite the space in behind Moses. Jordi Alba appreciating the effort.
Much better defending on that occasion by Moses, but look how Messi just gets himself turned. He's always looking to play that forward pass, whether it be a 1-2 defence splitting pass, as that was for Jordi Alba. He loves to get forward from left back.
In the end, Piqué deals with it. Paulinho was playing in China when Barcelona brought him back into the mainstream.
Trouble that Antonio Conte's got at the moment is when they're stopped from playing the ball out short, Courtois has to go long. There's not anybody that he can really hit unless Alonso comes higher up the field and tries to win the ball out on this left-hand side. That's why he was frustrated. Conte, that Courtois didn't play it out to Rudiger.
Here's Piqué. Foul by Marcos Alonso on Leo Messi. 29 of Chelsea's goals in all competitions this season have come from Spaniards, including 7 from Marcos Alonso. Combination of free kicks and coming up at set pieces. Here's Sergi Roberto. Rakitic. Messi again on the half turn. Iniesta. And Willian staying with him. Jordi Alba with a lot of blue shirts to try and play it through. He didn't certainly play it over them. And Chelsea cope.
He'll probably be happy with this first period of the game, Valverde. Again, Chelsea going to have to go long. There's nobody to hit.
It's been an intriguing first 20 minutes. A certain amount of sparring, but a bit more than that. A chance, one apiece really, for each side to land a meaningful blow on the other. One from Paulinho. Good covering by Marcos Alonso. Christensen, and that's slewed away, and that's an unnecessary corner conceded. A bit of big match nerves maybe.
He plays it into Fabregas. Fabregas gives it back to him and just slices it off the inside of his foot. Now he's got to make sure he defends this set play that comes into the box. Moses up against Paulinho. I think that could be a mismatch.
They go short at the corner. Now Rakitic to whip it in. And, Moses clears away. Umtiti, who was up for the original set piece. Back come Barcelona again. Busquets. Iniesta has signed what's called a lifetime contract with the club, which suggests that there'll be a role for him when he does retire from playing.
I think we can justify that, can't we?
I think it would be totally appropriate. And a great credit on the field and off it.
There's the dominance of possession. It's going to be a very frustrating evening for the likes of Hazard and Pedro, Willian. The Chelsea players that want to get on the ball, make things happen. Fabregas. They're much better players with the ball than they are without it.
A bit of a handoff by Rudiger on Paulinho. He's probably quite happy to play for that, but it was a foul.
That was okay from Chelsea because Alonso went higher up the field. Rudiger came out and tried to go against Paulinho. He just got beaten by the first touch of the Brazilian. Third leading goal scorer for Barcelona this season.
Here's the second leading goal scorer, Luis Suarez.
Certainly Tottenham fans didn't see the best of Paulinho. He was brilliant at the Confederations Cup leading up to the World Cup.
Yes, Messi, of course, is again the top marksman. He's had more prolific seasons at this stage. Half a chance. I think he was surprised the ball got to where it did.
Just plays the ball forward. He then drifts in between Fabregas, who doesn't chase him back. Fabregas got lucky there, as did Rudiger.
Messi actually, unusually for him, stopped and ball watched, didn't he?
And it just went onto his right foot.
If he'd have kept on running, it would have fallen perfectly for him. The sort of gift that perhaps he hasn't had in games against Chelsea in the past. Although, of course, he did miss a penalty the last time they met in that 2-2 draw, which took in the Nou Camp, which took Chelsea to the final at Barcelona's expense in 2012. Messi again.
He's going to have to do something, Antonio Conte, because at the moment, although the score's the same, it looks as though Barcelona are going to dominate the game. Chelsea needs something from this match. They need to win it, really, to have a chance in Barcelona. Crowd are getting frustrated. They're trying to cheer their team on, but they're just not getting any possession at the moment.
Jordi Alba. Somehow finding Messi. Iniesta. Suarez scored a couple of goals against Chelsea in his Liverpool days. Push Victor Moses over there.
Moses just got his body in the way, and there's the little shove from Luis Suarez. There's the two centre forwards that could have started the game. Maybe not fully fit, but I'm sure they'll play some part, particularly if the game carries on going like this, with that man having to play the front role. And they just can't play it from the back, Chelsea.
Busquets. Rakitic. Now Iniesta. Good battling by Pedro. He'll be playing with great pride here tonight. Messi. Iniesta, a survivor from the Champions League win against Arsenal back in 2006 in Paris. Piqué. Now Titi. Happy to let the others do the passing. Rakitic. Sergi Roberto. Defended by Christensen, helped out by Rudiger, and then Willian. Kept in by Alonso. Chelsea finding it so hard to put passes together of their own. High press from Barcelona, led by Messi.
Because if they do have to go that little bit longer, who's going to hold the ball up for Chelsea? Who's going to get their body in the way? Who's going to win it in the air? And just allow other players to go and join. I can't really see Hazard doing that at the moment.
Here's Paulinho. Doing very well. The odds are against him. In fact, be a bit disappointed that neither Messi nor Suarez anticipated that Paulinho would get that far and made a movement towards the cross. Good strength from Samuel Umtiti. Busquets. But, Jordi Alba made a mistake. Looks as though Moses had got that ball fairly enough, but the referee didn't think so.
It looks like he got his body in the way and he was shielding it. Oh, Umtiti certainly makes a minute. It certainly wasn't hit in the face. He might have been just struck on the chin after it hit him on the chest, the elbow or the arm of Moses. Just conned the referee on that occasion.
Titi. Delighted with Ter Stegen, another one who was given a long-term extension. Deal last year, another 5 years from 2017. Almost through by Hazard for Pedro.
That's a typical Chelsea move. The ball played into Willian, who flicks it round the corner into Hazard. Pedro made his forward run. It just needed a better pass. It started off with Fabregas getting on the ball and playing it into Willian.
And Williams burst through a pack of Barcelona players and he's still going. And Rakitic takes one for the team. That's bought Barcelona a bit of time that suddenly they didn't seem to have.
Really good play. Looks like he's going to be knocked off the ball there. Willian goes in between two challenges. Rakitic knew exactly what he was doing. He had a pass out to Alonso, who was breaking down this left-hand side. You can see Sergio Roberto just look over his shoulder. He was worried about the run. Quite rightly got the yellow card, Rakitic. You see that Chelsea can cause problems if they get enough of the ball. But at the moment, they haven't had enough of the ball.
Well, I talked earlier about Marcos Alonso and his free kicks. It certainly favours the left footer here.
I think he's earned the first one. Willian's not too bad either. In Mourinho's last season, that poor season when they struggled, he scored a lot of goals from free kicks, Willian.
But it is Alonso. And he was concentrating really on hitting the target. And it allowed Ter Stegen to get across and make the save.
Yeah, fairly comfortable routine save for Ter Stegen.
It was a great burst by Willian to earn the free kick. It could have led to a chance, but for Rakitic's intervention for Alonso in open play. As you said, Stuart, he was galloping into the picture. Messi can't get away. A touch from Fabregas.